Hi, welcome to the preview of the Molde game this Thursday with myself, Cecil G, and as you all know, James B. And we're in the Europa League. So again, another team I don't really know much about, but we have James who should be able to break down what we all need to know.
I don't know much more, to be honest. I mean, I've done a bit of research. I've looked into a bit of the numbers, but could be an interesting tie. When we played Vienna in the first game, that was the team we thought, that's our toughest away. That's probably our toughest game of the group. But it looks like Molde might actually be the team we should be fearing the most of the three.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, well, let's go into a few stats and then we'll go into how they're doing this year. But
yeah, why is that? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we'll go into it all. So, Arsenal faced Molde for the first time ever. They've never played before. The Gunners have won 3 of their 4 matches against Norwegian opponents.
Oh, the Norwegian. So this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's...
Yeah, full team.
Cool.
So we could do the double on him. That would be quite nice.
That would be nice. That would be good.
Yeah, so 3 wins out of 4 matches against Norwegian opponents. Do we read anything in that?
Nope, that's just...
Moving on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Arsenal's last match against Norwegian opposition was a 5-1 win against Rosenborg in the Champions League in December 2004. Goals from Jose Antonio Reyes, Thierry Henry, Cesc Fabregas, Robert Pires and Van Persie.
Mad.
Those are some good names.
Good names. I don't even remember that team being in the Champions League though. That's odd. I've never heard of that team.
Well, confident, solid win there.
Yeah, we beat them.
This will be Molde's first meeting with English opponents. So that's
interesting.
Well, yeah. I suppose. I mean, I don't know too much about Molde, but I think they've got a degree of European pedigree. Like I've been around the Europa League a bit. But no, Norwegian sides have never beaten English opposition away from home, drawing twice and losing 20 times.
20 times!
With a goal difference of -87. They've conceded 100 goals.
Wow.
We're really not here to
this is
slate
quite bad, isn't it?
Norwegian football. Just like, they're going to beat us. I bet they'll beat us and we're going to look...
Nope, I'm not putting that into that's not coming out of my mouth because, we're up on confidence. We beat United recently. Come on, we've got to
No, just like, look, with all due respect, obviously we don't know Molde are doing quite well in their league. We'll go into that. We don't really know what that really means in relation to their standard compared to ours.
Yeah.
But Norway as well, like we said about Austrian football, Rapid Vienna, produce some really good players.
True.
So I've got no doubt they can be dangerous, and their results, some of their recent ones, but their ones in the Europa League suggest they can be. One more stat though here. Molde have won 4 of their last 6 away matches in the Europa League. They drew 1 and lost 1 as well, beating Celtic and Dundalk. So they did beat Celtic.
Okay. Oh, so we shouldn't... Okay, we should take them... we can't go in there...
No,
expects us to literally walk all over them, especially if we might go with a young team. Yeah, we've got to be aware. They beat Celtic. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
No, I know. I'm not trying to make excuses for the team early on or anything, but we're going to rotate, and Molde, they'll be treating this as their biggest game.
Yeah.
Of the year, maybe of their
First
season.
time having
they will
English
make
opposition.
it difficult for us. Of course, they'll make it difficult for us. I've got no doubt. Look at Dundalk. People thought we'd walk that.
Yeah.
But 3-0, I wouldn't even say flattered.
No, it wasn't
us much. That was pretty fair.
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been about 5.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not like we peppered their goal for 90 minutes. These teams will come and make it tough.
They came back at us. To be fair.
I think Molde will do the same. Let's look at the group. So we're top.
Hey.
Great.
Expected.
Yeah. 2 wins out of 2, scored 5 goals, conceded 1, but we're top on 6 points. But Molde are also on 6 points, just behind us. Here are their results. They beat Dundalk 2-1 away.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about that was, I believe it was Irish Footy Vlogs with Robbie said, Molde were kind of easing their way into that first half with Dundalk, win a goal down, and then when they had to, they just flipped the switch and they just
went at us.
Just played played a different level.
Okay.
So they are going to be a step up from Dundalk, obviously.
Yeah.
And they may even be a step up from Rapid Vienna because they beat them 1-0 at home last week.
Okay, and I think I came into this video with
a
bit too confident.
Yeah. You see the stats.
Now I'm like, okay. Yeah, no, that's...
Okay. No, we shouldn't fear them still.
No, of course not, but that's...
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought they were going to be. I thought they would have lost all their games. But okay, no, we got to take it half serious.
They're in beating Vienna is quite. I mean, Vienna gave us a decent game.
Yeah.
We did have some good players out there. You know, did Gabriel start the game? I think Louise. I mean, we had some first teams
we had
out
both
there.
We had both of them starting, and
Vienna caused us problems.
Yeah,
so
we
Molde,
went down as well first.
We did go 1-0 down. Yeah. So, yeah, Molde winning that it's an impressive win. And adding to that, their recent form, they've won their last 6 games in a row in all competitions. So they're coming in. They're coming confident.
Okay.
They're coming. If ever they were going to feel good about their chance at the Emirates, it's probably now.
Yeah.
Because we just played Man United. It was a tough game. We'll be preparing for Villa. And also think of it from a mentality perspective. We got Rapid Vienna out the way by winning. We beat Dundalk. We got those 6 points on the board. Losing is not a catastrophe for us, but we'd still back ourselves to go through.
But what do you think Arteta's going to do this Thursday? If you think about it, right, this happens to Arsenal all the time.
Yeah.
We just come off a 1-0 win against United that no one expected. If we
I
slip up...
I expected.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Actually, no, Cecil, back yourself, bro. I predicted 1-0 Arsenal.
You did predict
in a bias, and so I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I just had high hopes. But I'm just saying, everyone else didn't expect us to win, shall I say.
Agreed.
What do you think Arteta, because obviously if we slip up here, we're going to be a laughing stock. Like if we slip up, even no matter who Arteta puts out, if we lose, I just know the scrutiny we're going to, as fans, we're going to get for having such a big chest and party, and when we won 1-0, like we've won a trophy, as they say.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll go with a strong team, or do you think he's going to take it serious, Arteta, this game? I think,
yeah, and I think there's 2 reasons for that. A, because of the players that need to be rotated in. I think you're naturally left with quite a strong team anyway.
Okay.
And secondly, because I think he knows winning this, we've basically got 1 foot in the knockout rounds. Yeah. Because with Vienna to host Molde, you feel probably Vienna might nick that. Molde will drop more points. We've obviously got to go to Molde. That puts us in control. Vienna come to the Emirates. I think winning on Thursday will just, I don't know, we'll all but, no, it won't all but confirm our place in the next round, but it's just a pretty much one foot in there, one foot through the door. But before we move on from Molde, I mean, their league form, they've played 23 games, won 15, lost 7, but they're second in the table, and they're 12 points behind Bodo Glimt.
Is that who's top?
Yeah.
12 points behind. They played the same amount of games.
Yeah.
As well. Blimey. Okay, well, still second's good. Still second.
But they're not the best team this year in Norwegian football. So, and they've lost a lot of games, and they've not scored that many. 57 goals in 23 games. I mean, to be fair, what's that? About 2 goals per game. It's a bit more than that. But let's talk about Arsenal, because Arteta. This is an opportunity. He got that big win at Old Trafford. We're obviously all elated. You saw our stats review show. We were obviously still over the moon about it. And it was great to analyse this. But I think you don't need to be so tactical and analytical ahead of these Europa League games. It's more about giving minutes to others, maybe trying a few different things, blooding in youngsters, that sort of thing.
I want to see Willock from his last game. I was very impressed. And I want to see him heavily involved in the game against Molde, and in a role where he could slot into the first team for Premier League games at some point. I don't want him just to play because he needs minutes. So he wants to play and he's filling in a role for someone else to cover when it gets to Premier League games. I want to see a role where, we need creativity in that middle. Yeah. If you feel like you're the guy to provide it, he should be given the opportunity in games, definitely in the Europa League, all the way through to the knockout stages, not just the group stages. So that's what I'm very intrigued to see because of his last performance. And if I'm honest, he's gonna want to save the likes of Partey, I suppose, and Gabriel and Louise and that. But I want players to get familiar with playing alongside each other. So I do kind of want to see appearances.
You want to use it as a game to test some potentially long-term combinations that might work quite well. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Pepe's as well. We're back and forth. Pepe's. I want to see him. Pepe. I want to see him involved. Give him more minutes. And Lacazette.
You want to see him gain some game time?
Yeah.
Just for confidence?
Yeah. It's a bit of a hot take, because I know there's youngsters that that probably going to want his position more and deserve to play really. But I think I'd deep down, I think he might need the confidence.
Well, Lacazette's possible because we've got Villa on Sunday, and then it's an international break, and I believe Lacazette isn't getting into the France squad, so he'll have not 2 weeks off, but he'll have 2 weeks of no Premier League football. So maybe there's a chance to play him actually 3 games in a week, so United, Molde, Villa, and then he gets his time off, and maybe he needs that. But yeah, interesting one. I'd like to see. I keep banging the Smith Rowe drum. Yeah, I do want to see him. I heard that he wasn't considered quite fit enough yet for last week. I think he'd just come back and he played for the under-23s, and they don't consider him first team ready yet. But they did allude to the fact that he should be available for Thursday. Okay. So that'd be good. And I'd like to see Nelson, obviously. Yeah. And Balogun, who came off the bench. Oh. I mean, why not? He came off the bench. Yeah. Okay. He looked bright. He didn't do a lot. He didn't do a lot. Let's not start.
I know, but at least he was running in. Yeah, he was doing the running in behind, and I've been saying that we need more of that. Lacazette does very well. Well, he does on occasion does really well holding up the ball and bringing other players in, but Balogun runs in behind and will run at the back line. I like that. I want to see more of him, definitely, because Nketiah did that in the Man United game towards the end. He just came on to do the running the channels and holding the ball up there. I want to see Balogun definitely doing that. Yeah.
Someone said on a podcast that Balogun, forgive me, I forgot who it was, but they said Balogun physically looks like a Premier League player. Like he came on and he didn't look like someone who, maybe not Premier League, but Arsenal first team. Like he didn't look like someone who was young or didn't quite fit the mould. He looked ready for that sort of level physically, you know, and that's obviously encouraging.
Yeah, that's half the battle is been getting the physical side of the game. Like I know Mason Greenwood was been working heavily on his physicality for United, so I know that's what it is when you're young and coming into the game. That is a big factor of being involved in a squad, is how physical can you be, how much can you take from the opposition. So Balogun, thank you for reminding me. So I want to champion him, I think, this week as well.
Should we go through my predicted 11?
Yeah, you got your predicted 11?
Yeah, and I've not gone for the 11 I'd like to see. I've gone for what I think Arteta will do. Do you want to hear it?
Of course. Yeah, let's go.
So, obviously, Runnison in goal. I think he needs more. He just needs to keep playing, doesn't he, in these Europa League games. I've gone for a back 3 because I've just decided after Dundalk that he's just going to keep playing the same system, this hybrid, 3 at the back, 4 at the back thing, because it's what works best for him.
Agreed.
And he's confident in it.
Agreed.
He thinks the players are getting it. So.
Yeah, because I thought he was going to change it for United. We kind of spoke about it, but he didn't. He stuck with his guns.
I thought / wanted him to play the back 3, 5, whatever you call it. Yeah, you thought he might mix it up.
Yeah, to try and be
more at least you wanted him to.
Yeah, to be more defensive, but it seems like he's just like, nah.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because out of possession, it's an attacking formation. Sorry, out of possession, it's a defensive formation, but in possession, it's a 4-3-3, and actually we have a lot of potency down the left. It's a weird one, but I think he'll stick with that. My back 3 is Mustafi, Luiz, who I believe will be fit, because he was touch and go for the United game. Yep. We haven't heard any updates yet. I don't think we have anyway. I just think this would be a good opportunity to get him some game time on the back of a minor injury. And then Kolasinac, so Mustafi, Luiz, Kolasinac. Do you know what's funny about that?
Go on.
Obviously, Holding, Gabriel and Tierney are our main back 3 now.
Yeah.
But this back 3 I've just listed started the North London derby a couple months ago. So, and we lost 2-1. So it kind of makes you realise, like, at the time, that was probably, we probably thought, yep, this is the best back 3 we can go with.
Yeah, definitely.
But you look back on it and you think, that's now our second choice back 3, because Holding's improved so much and has earned Arteta's trust. We've signed Gabriel and we've realised that there's another solution to the left-sided problem. So Tierney can slot in.
And he was
and he's been much better than Kolasinac there. Yeah. Anyway, in right wing back, I've gone for Cedric, and left wing back, Maitland-Niles.
That's probably what he's going to go with.
And my central 2, I've gone for Willock and Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka didn't play at all against United. Yep. So last game played was at centre-back. Maybe a chance to give him a run out in midfield. I also don't think you need Xhaka to break down Villa on Sunday. it's not the game for Xhaka, so I would play him in this match. And then Pepe and Ketia Nelson, no surprises there. I think Ceballos will start against Villa on the weekend. I think El Neni did brilliantly, but I think he'll pull him out and say, he's played a lot of football, Europa League football, the United game.
Do you think? Do you think?
I do. And I think El Neni, I'm not sure, but if Egypt are playing, he'll probably go on international duty. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't think of that. I just feel like, again, it's so difficult. You can't please everyone in football, but to take out El Neni after the performance he had. But if he has a conversation and says, listen, you're going, like you just said, international break, and he might come on anyway.
But when we dropped Ceballos and we started El Neni, or we dropped Ceballos and Xhaka and started El Neni, our reaction was, El Neni, why is El Neni playing?
Yeah.
But a lot of people did go, okay, I kind of see it. He's dynamic. He's perhaps defensively more disciplined. He'll win the ball back better. I see why he's playing. We've got to have that same mentality if Ceballos starts against Villa, which is, cool. El Neni did really well and deserves to start, but I get why Ceballos is playing. He's more effective in the final third. He's a tad more skillful. In fact, I'd say he's quite a bit more skillful. He's got a bit of a more natural attacking intent. But he works hard still as well.
I agree, but I just worry about I worry about his discipline in the sense
Ceballos?
Yeah, I just feel like El Neni and Partey seemed very if you watched our review show, like the discipline of shielding an area and blocking the ball from getting played into a gap, and then El Neni covering behind was second to none. I don't know how. Obviously, if Villa are a different opposition, they may not have that give us that problem. But I'm worried about Ceballos' discipline, because I feel like El Neni and Partey work so well together. However,
but do we need to worry about being disciplined against Villa?
I'm
not sure that's for us to worry about. But
okay.
But yeah, look, that's everything ahead of Molde. I mean, as I said, a win is one step through the door, 1 foot through the door even. And I think it will continue what's been a promising start to the season. And the only result I'm genuinely left with still a bitter taste in my mouth about is the Leicester game. Otherwise, I can swallow what happened at Anfield and the Etihad, and everything else I can sort of live with. The United result was great. Leicester's disappointing, but this would be another opportunity to get another win on the board, more confidence for Arteta and the team. And get some youngsters playing, because as you said, Willock is one, and Nelson, who've got an opportunity to carry on impressing.
Agreed. Well, thank you for that, James.
No worries.
Thank you for watching, and that has been the Molde preview. We'll see you soon.